Welcome back. We are talking now about the Colt Mechanicus half of the AdMech. And we've come to our very first HQ and our only HQ. Well, Belisarius Call is now an HQ, but he's a special character and he technically is a Tech Priest. So the Tech Priest is the HQ. He is 105 points. He's expensive. But he gives you a bit of stuff. Let's look at him. He's weapon skill, ballistic skill 4-5 respectively. Strength and toughness is 4. 3 wounds, initiative 3. 2 attacks, leadership 9, 2+ save. His war gear, he has artificer armor, which gives him that 2+ save. A Volcate blaster, a macro stubber, a power axe, a Mechahendric harness, Scryer skull, and a refractor field. He gets the Canticles of the Omnici, Feel No Pain at the 5+, independent character and relentless, so he can fire those weapons off if needs be. His special rules also include Master of the Machines, which means what the Mechahendric harness, what that does is allow him to fire all of his weapons. The Master Machine says he can choose to fire only one less weapon, and if he does, then he can either restore a wound or a lost hull point or repair, weapon destroyed, immobilized, all of those effects on a 2 or more on a d6 roll. On any Scutaria or Colt Mechanicus units that he is near. Now choices are, you can have the replace the Volcate blaster with an eradication ray, which I've done on my guy here, and replace the macro stubber with a phosphor serpenta. I believe I keep the macro stubber on mine. Let me check. Yes, I think I have the macro stubber still on there. Special issue war gear includes the various things such as the Info Slave Skull, Digital Weapons, Conversion Field, and Stasis Field. Basically, Conversion Field is a 5-up save, a Stasis Field is a 4-up save, but your unit has to basically go to ground to use it. So, it's interesting, useful, can be helpful. Usually, keep him with his refractor field and use that, but if you want a better save, you can do that. I think we made, wait a minute, maybe 5 up, 4 up, 3 up. Let's look at those fields. Let's get that right. Let's not get it wrong right off the bat. Okay, refractor is a 5 up. Conversion field is a 4 up. Oh, so it says stasis field is, oh no, it's way better than I thought. The conversion field is a 2 up. But you have to go to ground to do it. And your weapon skill and ballistic skill are reduced to 0. So go to ground, use the stasis field, get the 2 up invulnerable save. But your weapon skill and ballistic skill are zipperoony, so you don't want to use that if you're about to be charged or if you want to shoot. So definitely not the bestest thing to use, but if you're receiving heavy artillery fire for some reason because you're exposed for a return, definitely something that will save your life with a 2-up invul save. Alright, let's look at these other weapon choices. Volcate blaster and the Volcate blaster, let me find this thing, is 24-inch range, strength 6, AP 5, heavy 3, deflagrate. Deflagrate is, after a normal text for this weapon of resolve, count the number of unsaved wounds caused by the target. Immediately resolve a number of additional automatic strength 6 AP 5 hits on the same unit equal to the number of unsaved wounds. Models in the target unit must still be in range in order for these additional hits to take effect. Any further wounds caused as a result of special rule do not cause further hits. So it's basically like it blasts in and then it sends part of the dead people all around to bash into the other still living members of the unit kind of thing. Definitely a cool weapon. but I do put the eradication ray on mine. And that's at 0 to 12 inches, a strength 8 AP1, heavy 1. And farther than that, it is strength 6 AP3, heavy 1 blast. I usually like to try to keep it in that 12 to 24 inch range for the blast. If you have to, get in close, hit the strength 8, pop a vehicle. Nice weapon. Both weapons have their pluses and minuses. Really, it's kind of a toss-up depending on how your what you want to do with your tech priest, as where you're putting him, what unit he's going with, and what you want to do with him as far as shooting and stuff like that. Now, the macro stubber versus the phosphor serpenta. The macro stubber is 12-inch range. It's a burst pistol. Strength 4 AP6, so it's going to fire 5 shots at strength 4 AP6, which is pretty cool, which is why I keep the macro stubber, because I think, you know, lots of shots, better chance. Versus the phosphor serpenta, which is an 18-inch range. Get you a little bit more range. Strength 5 AP4, assault 1, Lumigen. So it's only got the one attack, the one shot. It's kind of a one-shot wonder, which is why I usually just use the macro stubber, because I liked having those more shots. And strength 4 is not a bad strength for 5 shots. The power axe is a good weapon and really useful. And the tech priest is really just based, those are really the choices you have. How defensive when you want to get with him, and I usually put mine with a unit of the, what do they call, Cataphrone Breachers, and then I give him artifact that gives them either the It Will Not Die or Cognus for their grav weapons, stuff like that. So if someone tries to charge, you know, they're hitting on 5s with those grav weapons, which is really nice. Other than that, he's pretty much the basic kind of stripped down version dude right there. Has some good abilities and really can cause a lot of pain, really can keep stuff fixed. Throwing a tech priest in, you may be using a small cult mechanicus faction in say a space marine army that you got a lot of vehicles, or imperial guard army with a lot of tanks. Having him go around and fix things and keep stuff going kind of makes him like a Ingeseer on steroids, kind of, because he got that 2+, just boop, fixing things, boop, boop, fixing broken weapons, fixing immobilized result, getting vehicles moving again, so fixing hull points, so you can really keep an armored battalion going. Mine, I usually, you know, equip, as I said, with the stubber and the eradication ray. Usually use him with a unit of the grav destroyers, Cataphrone destroyers, and use those bad boys for some serious pain. And he just keeps the wounds, fix the wounds on them, keep them fixed, and throws the extra damage out there with that eradication beamer thing that he has. Alright guys, if you like this video, thumbs up. Comment down in the comment section, how do you equip your Tech Priest Dominus? Well, how would you use him if you were using one? Let me know. And subscribe to the channel for updates when new videos come out. Hit the bell icon so you can get those. Other than that, I thank you very much for watching, and I'll talk to you later.